Hey all you cool cats and kittens. I'm sorry. What is up, you guys? It's Joy here from Joyful Delights, and in today's video we're going to be making a Tiger King cake. So I'm out here living my quarantine life. Everybody's obsessed with the new Netflix series Tiger King. It's a crazy show. It's insane. It's a roller coaster ride. So many things are happening. So I haven't made a face cake in a really long time, and since there's so much hype around Tiger King, I thought it would be fun to make Joe Exotic's face into a cake. So that's what we're going to do here today. And I also didn't want to just make it Tiger King on the outside. I wanted to make a tiger design when you cut into it. So when you cut into the cake, you're going to see tiger stripes. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know of any cakes you would like to see me make in the future. Without further ado, let's cut to the cake. So I'm starting off with some vanilla cake batter, and I just divided the cake batter into 3 separate bowls, and I'm dyeing them white, orange, and black. So I learned very quickly through this process that my batter was a little thin for this particular design. So if you do try this design at home, I would recommend using a thicker batter such as pound cake, but I was able to make this work. So I'm just starting out doing about 3 scoops of each color right on top of each other. So for this particular cake design, I'm just using 2 8-inch cake pans that I greased before I began to place the batter in the pan. And you're just really creating circles with each color batter on top of each other. So it's going to look kind of like a target when you're finished. So I've baked my cakes and I've allowed them to cool completely. Now I'm just leveling off both of my cake layers. Once my cakes are leveled, I'm going to fill them with some chocolate ganache, and then I'm going to spread out the ganache and stick my cakes in the refrigerator or the freezer for about 15 to 20 minutes or until the ganache is hard to the touch. So I have 2 printouts of Joe Exotic's face. One is to carve and one is for reference as I'm making the cake. So I'm using this cutout of Joe Exotic as a guide as I'm carving my cake. And look at our tiger stripes, you guys, we did it! So I just so happen to have some black chocolate ganache from a previous cake, so I'm using that as my crumb coat. I prefer ganache over buttercream for sculpted cakes because of the stability. I'm going to be sculpting this cake for a while, and buttercream tends to get soft while ganache usually keeps its hardness. So we're going to pop that in the fridge or freezer until it's firm to the touch for another 15 to 20 minutes and cover it in our marling chocolate. So I'm using my photo of Joe Exotic as a reference right now, and I'm taking my sculpted tool and my ruler and I'm measuring out all of his facial features and just doing a rough placement of everything before I add those details. I just want to make sure everything's in the right place, everything's the right size before I get into the small details. So I'm going in on his face and adding some more of those small details. I'm using a Dresden tool and I'm also using my sugar shapers. So for his hair, I just took some more modeling chocolate and I rolled them out to logs and I placed them around his head and his hairline. And I also took my Dresden tool to add in those strands and those details and that depth in his hair. So now for the fun part, we're painting his face. I'm starting off with some ivory food coloring mixed with some vodka, and I'm using that as the base color of his face. And then I'm going in with some darker shades and some lighter shades to add those details. And I'm slowly adding those details because I don't want to add too much too fast and then end up trying to correct my mistakes or trying to erase. It's edible paint, so it's going to be harder. And for his hair, I did some yellow, some white, and I used some black mixed with some brown for his roots. Yay, we did it! Look at our Joe Exotic cake. I'm so shook right now. Now we're gonna cut into our cake, and here's the big reveal, you guys. This cake is Tiger King inside and out. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to hit that bell notification so you won't miss any of my videos. And comment down below what cake you would like to see me make next. Make sure to follow me on social media at Joyful Delights. Until next time, bye guys!